really short video from this chick. I wish I had found her years ago. She makes it so much funnier to cope with extreme narcissistic abuse. Brief video. Had I understood this 25 years ago, my life would have went so radically different in the lives of my children that it would have been a completely different world for them and for the narcissistic abuser in my life. It would have been a different world for him too. Because instead of trying to constantly explain to this person, I mean, how fucking dumb was I? It was not about being fucking dumb. It was about my spiritual beliefs that I was a child of God, and if I just continued to love this motherfucker, then he would see that that's what I was doing, and then he would drop his guard and suddenly love Jesus too and be okay with everything. And I'm thinking, how many years is it going to take? Guess what, Karen? It's never going to happen. Because his father is Satan. I mean, that's all there is to it. When you are like your father, that's it. And they go, you're like Satan too. You flipped out. You've cursed. Really? When? When I've been attacked or my children have been attacked mercilessly forever and ever. I don't get up in the morning and attack people. I don't get up and be like, I'm going to fuck this guy up. My entire life is just zooming through the world, attempting to alleviate pain and suffering where I see it, and attempting to keep my household shit in order. So, if that makes me evil, I guess I'm evil all day long. But to continually respond to a narcissist attacks by reacting instead of thinking, and thinking this person is setting me up to look like a lunatic. This person is setting me up to become a lunatic if I keep going. My religious training pretty much destroyed pretty much my entire life. I mean, I've salvaged it some. My kids have been harmed in ways that cannot be undone. They believe things about me that are completely untrue based on their skewed perspective. Not seeing what the narcissist was doing, but only seeing my response. Seeing the laughter and the calmness of the narcissist. Your mom is so fucked up. Oh my God. Look at her. Look at her writhing on the ground, crying and screaming because I've tortured her children nearly to death. She's so fucking crazy. And that's what they saw. The shame and guilt and how deep it runs in me for allowing it to go on all those years is so profound. So then I spent 10 years freaking dying inside because of that. The embarrassment of not realizing what this person was doing to me and responding correctly has cost me my life, my whole life. I'm 55. And I just realized, and it took me this long. And then the more I try to explain, the more they believe that I'm completely responsible for everything that happened. And I'm not. That's it. But I didn't sue myself. I didn't take myself to court 100 fucking times. I mean, and lie. I didn't stand there and lie. I wouldn't. I was listening, the Bible said, to only speak words that are edifying. If they're not edifying, don't speak. Really? Well, I did that. Guess what happened? He won. He won, because the court system is of Satan. Couldn't answer the questions. I didn't want to make accusations. If I made an accusation, it was turned on me, and I was investigated, not him. Because Army intelligence, What was I? A former hairdresser? Insane adopted person who was estranged from her adopted parents, who was pimped out for years and molested. And she's so broken and she doesn't deserve to have custody of her kids. It's interesting that none of those things mattered until the day I realized I didn't want to live with the fucker anymore. Then suddenly, those things were a problem, and I was suddenly unfit. I was only fit if I was laying down, shutting up, and spreading them. Then I was fit. I'm no longer fit. Okay, cool. Take it somewhere else. Take it to your next wife, former victim, who will be your new victim. And he did that, and then he did it again. And the one he's got now doesn't feel victimized at all. She loves it. God help her. That's all I got to say. God help her. She claims to be happy. I'm thinking, I claim to be happy with that fucker one time too. Because he convinced me I was happy. Because I was away from my narcissistic parents. I mean, and I'm like, boy, I went from the frying pan into the fire, or from the fire into the frying pan, or one of the two. And then I fell into hell. I climbed out. Lenny pulled me out. He threw in a rope. It was like in a life jacket. He's like, get the life ring on, man. I got you, girl. And it took him 10, 12 years to pull me out of it. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you, babe. I love you, Lenny. You're rocking my world. See you in a few hours, Tootsie Roll.